I'm going to tell a story that it exists and that it's a thing and give people a way to play. It's a game that we play together, and it becomes real because people believe in it. And that's the same thing in relationships, like what does it mean to be a good father? Well, you got to tell the story that you're a good father. You got to play the part of a good father. You might not always feel like a good father. You might not always feel like you want to be a good father, but to really do it right is to play along and to play that part and to act it out. Like the more we see ourselves as living the myth, as being in the myth, as being the archetypes that we want to be, that's what it is to live in your higher self or live in your highest self. That's an idea. This idea that we can create this new world together, that sort of myth that we want to tell. And myth doesn't mean something that's not true. It's a story, that kind of myth that we want to tell about the kind of world that we want to live in together. That's something that we need to believe in to make it come true. It's something that obviously we have to ground in reality. The best poetry rings true. If it doesn't ring true, it's just nonsense. It's bullshit. So, it's also some of the difficulty that we have, because basically not only do we have to compete in the marketplace, we also have to compete in the marketplace of ideas. And it's difficult because the stories that rational people who, are really awake to our real situation want to tell don't always feel good to people. Like it takes real courage to have a good epistemology, to start from nothing and build from the ground up, to throw all your assumptions and everything you think that you've known out the window and build from nothing. It takes huge courage. And sometimes the people who are able to do this are people who haven't necessarily done it because they wanted to do it. They did it because they had to do it. They did it because it was very clear that they were caught up in some bullshit that was toxic. And so they needed to find the truth.